The Fox League podcast is back for 2025, and this week we've got a very special guest jumping on. She's an NRLW star, the reigning Dally M fullback of the year, and is set to make her State of Origin debut in just a few days' time. Abbi Chruch, hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for taking some time out in what could be one of the biggest weeks of your life so far. So you've been named fullback for Thursday's State of Origin opener. I've been dying to know, how did the coach John Strange deliver the news to you?
Well, luckily for me, Strangey kept it quite casual. I think I would have freaked out otherwise, but no, it was a nice chill chat. He let me know that I'd had that spot, and yeah, I was super excited.
So your initial reaction then, like what did you say to him in response, and then who did you call first, or who did you tell first?
I was lucky enough to have my partner with me at the time, so I had him to share in that moment, which was super special. But he said, "Do you have any questions?" And I was like, "Oh no!" Like I was like, "If I think of anything, I'll give you a call." But I was just speechless. And then as soon as I got off the phone, I called Mum and Dad, and they were the same. They were stoked for me. So yeah, it was an exciting time.
Is it safe to say that you didn't expect this?
Absolutely. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd be pulling on a Blues jersey, and I think it's crazy to see how far I've come from when I first started NRLW to being in this position now. So yeah.
Especially when you consider the legends and superstars of the game that have worn that number one jersey. There's Sam Brebner, there's your teammate Emma Tonegata, and now Abbi Chruch joins that list. How do you think you'll feel on Thursday when you pull on that number one jersey and run out there at Suncorp?
I think it'll just be surreal. I'm trying not to think about it too much, so I don't get too nervous. But yeah, as you said, there's been legends that have worn this jersey before me, and I think something I like to do is when I go out on the field, I like to try and leave that jersey in a better place than when I found it, and I'll be putting everything into it so that I can live up to the calibre of athletes that have worn it before me.
Now you're in camp, Origin camp up in Brisbane. How have you found the experience so far?
It's been really good, really fun. It's been really relaxed, so we're just taking it day by day, and I think that's been really good for me, honestly, just being able to relax into it and have a bit of a laugh with the girls. So yeah, it's probably better than I ever expected, to be honest.
Do you have a roommate? Who are you rooming with?
I'm rooming with Jessie.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. Any gossip you can tell us? Is she a good roommate?
No, she's a great roommate. She's very chill, very relaxed.
I find that surprising.
Perfect.
Now, it's well documented that you're a paramedic away from the footy field. So have you had to take annual leave or something to be able to head up to Brisbane and get ready for Origin?
Yeah, it's been a bit tricky, but I'm very fortunate that where I work and the station that I'm at, I have really good, really supportive management team. So they've helped me out a lot coming into this camp, and without them, I wouldn't be able to make it all work. So yeah, it's all on them really. They've helped me out heaps.
So when do you go back to work then? Are you straight back into it when you get back to Sydney?
Pretty much. I think I fly back in Friday and I go back to work on Saturday. Oh. So I've got a bit of catching up to do on a few shifts. So I've got to find time in between games and before NRLW to get all those done.
Yeah, and it's crazy because even before you went into camp, you girls had a bit of a pretty intense training schedule. You were training like 3 to 4 times a week as an extended squad, right?
Yeah.
So how did you fit that all in with work?
That one was the hard one. So I think throughout my NRLW seasons, I have been fortunate enough that I just go part-time throughout the season to allow for like the training commitments and the change of game scheduling and all that sort of stuff. But throughout this 6 weeks, I wasn't able to do that. So I've had to juggle the full-time work, full-time training commitments. We are lucky that we're able to swap shifts or move shifts and kind of find days to pay back or find a person to swap with. So I'm just did my best and
Wow.
tried to fit it in as best as I could.
So if you had to work and then train, how long is your day? How long would a day be for you?
So I unfortunately can't work and train, which is why it makes it a bit tricky. So 12 hours on road, and we're not always guaranteed to finish on time. So we could get a job right up to the minute that we finish. So unfortunately, like, we could be doing, it's usually, it's a 12-hour minimum shift, and it's usually up towards that 13, 14 hours. So even my earliest shift start time, I can't get to training because I wouldn't finish work until about 6 o'clock.
Wow, that's incredible. This is a bit of a quirky question, but again, I'm just curious. Have you ever, as a paramedic, treated yourself or like given medical advice to a teammate? Like just on the spot, you thought, I got this, step aside, ladies.
No, I don't think so. I do like to keep those hats separate. It is funny though when some of the medical staff run on if I've got hurt in the game or something, we just start talking medical terminology rather than just like, oh, it hurts here. So, yeah.
They must love treating you.